Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
The Daily Compliance News for May 5, 2025, the Washing Edition. That's not Washington, it's washing. And it's first of 2 articles which come to us today from the Financial Times. It reports that Chinese exporters are washing products in third countries to avoid Donald Trump tariffs. Chinese exporters are very good at sneaking around the rules, regulations, and law, and Chinese social media platforms are literally awash with advertisements offering place of origin washing. While the inflow of goods from China has raised alarms in neighboring countries wary of becoming staging posts for trades actually destined for the U.S. The growing use of this tactics underlines exporters' fears of the 145% tariff imposed by Trump. Our second article from the Financial Times talks about the increased possibility of a paid whistleblower program in the United Kingdom, both for use in the Bribery Act at the Serious Fraud Office and in the FCA, Financial Conduct Authority. And it quotes our good friend Mary Inman, who has worked very hard over the past several years to bring this right to the United Kingdom. And her quote is great. The UK right now has a chance to leapfrog the US. And this means that if this comes to pass, I would expect a larger amount of whistleblower cases in the United Kingdom, even around US companies. Because remember, US companies are third parties when it comes to the UK Bribery Act, but a U.S. company is subject to the UK Bribery Act if they are a U.S. subsidiary of a British company. It may be true on the reverse. We haven't had that case yet, but I think U.S. companies need to be cognizant of this increase in whistleblowers in the United Kingdom, and it's probably long overdue, but given where the United States is on anti-corruption enforcement and the other priorities of the administration, it would not surprise me at all. In a very interesting article from the South China Morning Post, it reports that China's military likens its anti-corruption drive to preparation for war. And obviously this is a very troubling development, because as the campaign to tighten control of the People's Liberation Armies has repeatedly proved necessary ahead of key wars and important intersections, the Chinese military's mouthpiece said an ABC drive goes deeper into the PLA's leadership. In a number of articles on the topic last week, the PLA Daily said in a commentary that China's military should make good use of political rectification, a euphemism in China for anti-corruption and political loyalty, to be fully prepared for combat. If you look at the shows my age, Russia, and their corrupt military and how it led to the denigration of forces in Ukraine, you see why. And from Railway Supply, a first-time contributor to the Daily Compliance News, apparently there is a huge long-term undercover fraud scheme investigation involving Amtrak that the FBI is looking into. And this could be significant for not only Amtrak, but travelers, obviously, in the Northeast Corridor. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Thank you, Railroad Supply. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.